It is my first day of law school and classes might be canceled. Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madison. It is nice to meet you. Today is my long-awaited, I feel like so much has been building up to this day, my first day of law school. I think this is one of those vlogs that I'm gonna look back on for my own memory purposes. So I'm gonna try to film as much as possible. It's gonna be a little weird with the online classes thing, but it should be really fun. It is 7:36 right now. I have my first class at 9:10 and I'm just gonna take you along on this journey with me. So if you're new, hi, I'm Madison. You should definitely subscribe. I would love to have you as a subscriber. It means so much to me when you subscribe. And if you wanna follow me on Instagram, you could do that as well. But we're gonna get into the video. I have to get ready, drinking some tea because I just can't do coffee right now. I'm on a coffee break because I've been really anxious about starting school, and the last thing I need on a morning where I'm really anxious is to throw some caffeine into the mix. So I'm drinking some peppermint tea. It is so good. The perfect way to start the morning. Gonna get ready, and then I don't know if I'm gonna change. Because here's the thing, I've read online that it does not matter what you wear to law school class, but everybody in the class group chat's like, oh, we should do business casual today. Why? Why do we need to do that? I might just wear this because it truly, I understand it does not matter in the long term, but every decision this morning is a big one in my mind right now. So we'll figure that out. I'm gonna get ready and then I'll check in with you after. I finished getting ready. I decided not to change because I was like, it's Zoom University. I am not dressing professionally for my class when I'm paying this much money to be here. I think it'll be fine. But anyways, I have contracts at 9:10. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I was gonna eat breakfast, but I feel like my stomach is just like, I just can't do it. Like, I'm so nervous. I can't even eat. That's how I get when I get nervous. So I'll eat after my first class. I have a feeling after my first class, I will feel a lot better. But I'm gonna show you the notes that I took for my contract class because I gotta show them off to somebody, man. I mean, I think I spent 4.5 hours yesterday taking these notes, so I gotta show somebody. Basically, all of my other professors break it down class by class. Like, this is what we're doing Monday, this is what we're doing Tuesday, this is what we're doing Thursday. My contracts professor only breaks it down by week. So what other people have said is you just have to do all the homework for the week because he kind of bounces around. So that's why it took so long. So a side note, I actually started taking all of my notes on paper and I hated it. Yesterday for contracts, I started putting all my notes on my computer. All my property and torts notes are still on paper, but I think I'm gonna transfer them over to computer. I just felt like I was wasting so much time writing. There's my hot take. And I'm usually a handwritten notes person, but not anymore. I feel like I've completely converted over, especially with all of the writing and reading that I have to do. My hand was cramping so hard yesterday from all the writing that I just knew that I had to make the switch. So that's a side note. Let me show you these contract notes. I finally picked up my book. It came like 3 days early, which is, you know, perfect. I was really worried I wasn't gonna have it in time. This is the contracts book. I think it's 1,200 pages long. That's the first thing I do whenever I get a book is I check how long it is. I think this was 1,200 pages. Yep, we're at 1,200 pages in here. That's just joyful. These are all of my notes for the first class. I have all of the cases that we're gonna be talking about. And then he had us do some problem sets, so I have those in here as well. This is gonna be really, really fun. I think for class, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in with red, like, text and put my class notes in red over this document. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think that would be a good way to differentiate my notes from my class notes, but still have them all in one place. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It is my first day of law school and classes might be canceled. Let me repeat that. It is my first day of law school and classes might be canceled. Okay, it is 8:49. I have been doing absolutely nothing. My class is at 9:10. But there was a class that was supposed to meet at 8:30 and the majority of the people in the class were unable to get into the Zoom meeting, and the dean just sent out an email saying that Zoom is down throughout the country and that we have to wait to hear from our professors on what to do. Who would have thought that Zoom goes down on the first day of school? You could have never guessed it, right? I think I'm still gonna try to get on the Zoom at 9:10 just to give it a try, you know, to say I tried it. But other than that, like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. This is making me feel so much more nervous because now, on top of having to be prepared for class, I also have to be prepared for Zoom issues because Zoom University. I don't know. I'm kind of frazzled right now. If I come across a little out of it, that's why. I'm gonna let you know what's going on in a few minutes whenever I figure it out. Okay, everybody, I'm making breakfast now. It is 9 o'clock. I just got an email that my contracts class is canceled for the day because of Zoom issues, so I can actually have breakfast now. I'm really disappointed, obviously. I really wanted to have a normal first day of school, but I'm assuming it's just because so many people were on Zoom at the same time, it just kind of crashed. I have absolutely no idea what the rest of my day is gonna look like, if I'm gonna have my next classes. So my next class is property at 1, I believe. Who knows if that's gonna happen. I guess I'm just gonna keep checking my email. And then hopefully Zoom issues are resolved by 4 because that's when my torts class is. I'm gonna try to be productive. I'm gonna have breakfast, and then, like I said earlier, I took all of my property notes originally on paper. So I think I'm gonna spend the next hour or so transferring all of those notes to my computer and making them kind of pretty and organized. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, along with compulsively checking my email like a maniac. Okay guys, that was crazy. At like 8:55, my professor sent out the email canceling class, and then at 9:08, he sent out an email saying that we would be having class because Zoom, they found a way to work around the Zoom issues. So I did have contracts this morning. It is around 11:13 now. I got out of contracts like an hour ago. I have just been moving my property notes on to my computer from my paper notes and just reviewing the cases so that I'm ready for class, but I think I am. So I have like 2 hours until class starts. I think I'm gonna start my legal practice reading for Wednesday. I haven't done that yet. It shouldn't be too bad, but I think I'm gonna get that done now so I don't have to worry about it later. And then we will go to property. But overall, contracts was good. I think it takes a learning curve, like learning the questions that your professor asks usually so you know what to look for when you're reading cases, because there were a couple things that I completely missed. So that'll be good. I took notes on those, so I'll be sure when I brief cases from now on to include the little things that he likes. So I will check up with you guys whenever I finish this legal practice reading that I have to do. I just finished property and it was a journey. It was a lot. My head is spinning and I'm going to get a coffee because I caved. I was doing really well on my no caffeine because I was still having caffeine, just not near as much. So I was doing pretty well. I think I made it like 4 days without having a cup of coffee, which is really good for me, but I've given up. I can't do it anymore. I have a headache. I'm not gonna complain a lot. I complain a lot in my day-to-day life, but I don't like doing it on YouTube because I feel like that's not what you wanna watch. I can make a whole video about me complaining about every single thing for hours on hours, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go get the coffee, and then I have to, what do I have to do after that? I don't even know. This is what being a law student is like. Here it is. What do I have to do? I don't even know. I am gonna continue reading for my legal practice class. That's like lawyer skills, I think some schools call it. I don't know. That is tomorrow. No, that is not tomorrow. That is on Wednesday. I need help. You can tell it's like 2 o'clock and I'm kind of losing my mind. I have torts at 4:18. Precisely at 4:18, I have torts, and that is until 5:30, and then I will be done with all my classes. But so far, this is everything I expected it to be. I am confused, I am tired, and my head hurts. But I'm gonna get a coffee now, and you'll see my mood go up so much in the next clip. Just being within a 1 mile vicinity of a coffee shop, I have noticeably higher serotonin levels. I'm not even kidding. Alright guys, I'm sitting outside about to take my first sip of coffee. Hold on, this is not mixed. Hold on. Dang, that's good. This is exactly what I needed today to get me through. I know it sounds dramatic. I may be a drama queen, but at least I'm self-aware. You know, that's how I think about it. I'm gonna drink this, give myself like a 20-minute break, and then pick up on the legal practice reading for Wednesday. Hello everyone, I am coming on the next day. So I didn't finish vlogging last night. I will explain why. I just had contracts, so it's like 10, almost 10:30. And I just wanted to chat a little bit about my thoughts about my first day, how I plan to move forward with the semester, things I've realized. I feel like Kylie Jenner, I'm realizing things in the past 24 hours. I feel like I've come to a lot of conclusions, and honestly, last night I had torts and I didn't do anything relating to law school after classes, and I immediately felt really guilty about that thought. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna spend the rest of my night reading. What am I doing? I'm obviously doing something wrong. I just want to put this out there to all the people in law school. The one thing I really want to avoid this semester is burning out. I'm fine because I did pretty much all of the readings for this week last week, so I'm good. I'm not behind in anything. But I did my undergrad capstone, me pulling up research, on burnout, specifically in grad school, like law school, medical school, stuff like that. And honestly, I just felt like moving at the pace that I was moving at, I was really gonna burn out. I was feeling really anxious last night, so I did not vlog. I was trying to cope with the feelings of guilt for not doing anything, because I feel like that's kind of the measure of how you're doing in law school, especially because your only measure of success are your grades. So I feel like for the first few months, you're kind of measured on how much work you're doing. So if somebody says, I'm doing 10 hours of work, you suddenly feel inferior because maybe I only did 3 hours of work for that class and I thought that was sufficient, you know? I think trying to cope with those feelings of guilt is important, because I can't push myself to work 10 hours a day. I just can't. I never will be able to. I will burn out within 2 to 3 weeks max. I'm already feeling very overwhelmed, very stressed, very anxious. This is a lot harder on me than I anticipated it would be, and I feel like a lot of people come to that realization after they start law school. But I just want to say, you know, I'm being honest. I didn't stay up and read until 1 a.m. last night. I did not do anything pertaining to law school after my torts class, and I felt good about that decision. I think it's what I needed to do. Burnout is real. The last thing you want to do is burnout. It has so many psychological effects, can manifest itself physically. It is just completely detrimental to everything that we're trying to accomplish in law school. So I would rather take it easy, make sure I'm getting my readings done, going to class, taking good notes, and just play it like this for a while, then go way too hard, way too fast, burn out, and do horribly on exams because I'm so burnt out. So I'm trying to remind myself, and to all of you out there who are in law school, it is a marathon, not a sprint. I feel like I caught myself a little bit. I was really, everything was law school, 24/7 law school. What am I doing for my YouTube channel that's about law school? I have to do law school classes, and it's not healthy. So I just wanted to say, it's okay to not do law school all the time. There's my hot take. I'm only on my second day of classes, so what do I know? But it's okay to not do law school all the time. And I am not doing law school all the time, and it is not going to be my identity. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about at the end of this video. I'm sorry this vlog ended kind of abruptly. Like I said, after torts last night, I just kind of, I don't know, I couldn't. Like, I just sat down to do some reading and I just couldn't do it. And so I'm not going to push myself. What would have been the good in just sitting there trying to force myself to do something when I just couldn't? I wasn't there or mentally for it, you know? So that's really all I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry if this didn't make a lot of sense. My brain is kind of fried. But overall, I will say the first day of law school was kind of what I expected. I mean, I feel like I am confused, and I think that's really common. So I'm trying not to beat myself up for not understanding. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I promise my next law school vlog will be a little more positive, a little more inspiring, motivational, but I'm just keeping it real. You know, I didn't want to pretend that I did productive things all yesterday and I woke up in a great mood this morning, because that's not the case. I went to class looking like this. So I just wanted to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me if you subscribed, and I will be back with another law school vlog either later this week or early next week. Yep, so I'll see you guys in my next video.